Welcome back to the channel, guys. It's Myles. Today I want to talk about how to invest $10,000 in 2020. Maybe that's all you have out there. Everything you have to your name, only $10,000. That's what we have to work with, and that's what we're going to talk about today. And I'm not talking about investing and going to the casino and putting $10,000 on red at the roulette table. I'm definitely not talking about going to your local gas station and spending $10,000 on scratch-off lottery winning tickets. And finally, I'm not talking about investing $10,000 in a stock market or anything like that. I'm actually going to share with you today a great strategy to get started investing in real estate, which is my favorite type of asset class, my favorite type of business, and to get started with only $10,000, which it's pretty low entry level money to get into real estate. I mean, real estate, when you compare it to stocks, businesses, it's a lot more expensive to get in the game. Meaning, if I was to go invest in a stock, I could go buy Amazon or Tesla or whatever stock I wanted at a smaller price compared to getting into buying real estate, a house or a duplex, a 4-unit or anything like that. And vice versa. You know, when I started this YouTube channel, I only invested a couple $1,000s to get it going. So when you look at the barrier to entry, real estate can get a little expensive. Today I want to share with you how to get started in the real estate with only $10,000. What's the best strategy that I would use today if I was starting out with only 10 grand? If you're new to this channel, welcome. I basically have spent my whole life fighting in mixed martial arts. I've had 14 fights with the UFC. I'm currently signed with Bellator right now, and I began fighting at a young age. Now, since I started making money back in 2012, I've, in a nutshell, taken all my money and I've bought real estate that produces cash flow. And I've been doing that since 2012. And if you fast forward to now where I'm at, I'm actually a millionaire from fighting and investing my money in real estate. I have enough money coming in, cash flow, passive income, to sustain all my monthly bills. So I basically can live for free or just live off my investments. It's my hope that with this channel, I can help inspire and educate people in mixed martial arts to investing. And that's what we're going to talk about today. So let's get to an exact example. Now we're going to purchase a house for $100,000. Now I know some of you might be saying, oh, we can't do that, but trust me, in the Midwest states, you know, outside of just California and New York, there's a lot of affordable houses that you can buy for $100,000 or less. Now we're going to use, to purchase this property, since we only have $10,000, we're going to use what's called an FHA loan. And I can make a whole nother video on FHA loan, everything behind it, how to get one, everything. But for time's sake, an FHA loan is basically a government-backed loan that is available for first-time home buyers. And it's really good because you have low down payments and low closing costs. So we're going to use this FHA loan to purchase this $100,000 house. We're going to put 3.5% down, or $3,500, and then we're going to factor in another $2,500 for closing costs and fees. So all in right there, that's $6,000. So that still leaves us with another $4,000 that we can keep in the bank. And this is for if any maintenance issues come up. I gotta fix a toilet. I gotta fix maybe a AC unit. Just, it's good when you're investing in real estate to have a little bit of money in the bank, because just in case any expenses come up, you're prepared for it. Now the next step is to talk about the financing. And before we even get to that step, let's just smash that thumbs up button and crush that subscribe button, because hey, it's free and all the cool people are doing it. So this property is $100,000, and now we're going to put that 3.5% and we're going to borrow the rest of the balance from a bank using this FHA loan. So now our mortgage, that 30-year fixed, we're going to get a 3.5 interest rate, which we can do nowadays because interest rates are historically low. And after we get this, we're going to have a monthly mortgage payment of $433. Now there's a rule with this FHA loan. When you use it, you're supposed to live in it as a primary residence. So meaning, if I was to purchase this property, I have to live in it for at least a year. I can't rent it out or anything like that. But sometimes stuff happens. So let's say for this example, you were going to purchase it, you planned on living in it, something came up, your job changed, you had to go out of state for work, and you're going to rent this out instead of living in it. Now in this area, let's just say the rent's for $1,000, and when you buy real estate, you have certain expenses that come with it every month. Taxes, let's say $100. Insurance, let's say $75. You also have management, property management, have somebody run the property for you. Let's say that's another $100. You have maintenance. You always want to take a portion of your rent out each month to put towards expenses that might pop up. Maybe a roof eventually, maybe you got to fix that leaky toilet. And also, let's say vacancy. We'll call this $50 for the month. And now vacancy is basically just planning for, having turnover, meaning sometimes somebody moves out, you might not have anybody in there renting it for a month while you're fixing it up and getting it ready to be rented out again. So we'll have that vacancy as well. So total all in, that's $858 a month in total expenses, our fixed expenses for this property. Now you just do some basic math. You have your $1,000 rent minus your expenses, and that leaves us with $142 in cash flow. This is money that's in our pocket that we can keep saving up and put it towards the next investment. So $142 a month or $1,704 for the year. Now we're making $1,704 a year in cash flow alone. And considering we only put $6,000 into the deal initially to get this house, to get this property, that's a 28.4% return on your money in the first year. That's insane. That's fabulous when you look at an investment. Savings accounts are, less than 2%. And, the stock market, I believe, is usually around 7% over the long term, 7% return a year. So in this example alone, you're making a 28.4% return. That's huge. But wait, there's more. Now, when you get an FHA loan, a portion of your loan payment, when you pay it every month, it goes towards the balance. So basically, this is what I call a forced savings account. So each month, on top of that cash flow, you're also paying $152 towards your loan balance. So that comes out to an extra $1,824 you're making by paying down that loan balance. Right? So for example, let's say you owed your cousin Billy $100 and each month you paid him $10. Well, after that 1 month, instead of owing him $100, now you only owe him $90. It's the same example, same thing that we're talking about with this principal pay down. On top of that, we have appreciation with real estate. We can never count on this, but historically, when you buy a property in the right area, it's going to go up in value a little bit over time. So let's say for this example, this $100,000 house we're talking about, let's say after the first year, it goes up 3% to $103,000. That's what it's worth now. So when we factor in that 3% appreciation or $3,000, and we factor in that principal pay down, and we factor in that cash flow, that leaves us making on the first year $6,528. That's all of your initial investment money that you put into it. You get that back. And on top of that, you're making an extra $528. Plus, you still own the property. It's still cash flowing every month. And on top of that, it's still going to be going up over value over the long term in appreciation. And you have a lot of tax benefits as well, which we're not going to get into in this video. But just trust me on that. There's a lot of tax benefits with real estate as well. That's huge. Now this is just a generic example. Each market, each area, each city, each state is different compared to the next. But from my experience, I've seen and I've actually used in this strategy before. My very first property that I bought, I put down right around $8,000 and I ended up selling it and making over $60,000. Now I didn't plan to do it all. I kind of learned as I went and I got lucky with appreciation going up. But it got me in the game and I was able to grow my wealth a lot quicker with this strategy. And I'm sure there's going to be a lot of people out there saying, oh, I can't do that. I live in California, or man, that sounds easy, but I can't do that. Here's the thing, is you have to expand your mind. And if you say you can't do it, guess what? You can't do it. But I'm telling you, I've seen it done before. Now the power of real estate investing, when it's mixed with the right ambition and the right game plan, for somebody, can grow your wealth bigger and better than your wildest dreams. I always do recommend, before getting into any FHA loan or investing your hard-earned money, to continue educating yourself, learning about whatever asset class you want to get into, whether it's real estate, whether it's stocks, whether it's cryptocurrency, whatever you choose. Spend your time getting educated on each topic with YouTube videos like this, with smashing that thumbs up button and that subscribe button, with going to seminars, with buying courses, with finding a mentor. Because education, and especially financial education, is going to protect your money and it's going to help grow it. So that way you have more money than you will ever need and you can live the life that you dream. So there you have it, guys. That's how you can get started investing in real estate and building your wealth with only $10,000. Well, in reality, only $6,000. It's up to you to get out there, get educated, put the time in, do the process, but that's how you can do it. Thanks for sticking around with me throughout the whole video, guys, and I'll see you next time.